On behalf of the entire slate of candidates for the board of directors, I'm somewhat excited in my impending retirement. Steve Casano has told me how much I'm going to enjoy that. But part of me will always miss my service on the board. But I know it's in good hands. We have an excellent slate of 5 steady veterans and a very talented newcomer who is. I'm very, very excited about personally. I think the rallying cry for our campaign this year should be, if we work, we win. Because it's really that simple. We need to be organized. Ted must have used the word work half dozen times in his introductory remarks. But it's really critical for us to put forth the type of effort, because I frankly think part of the strategy for our opponents is contingent upon us not putting forth the type of effort we're capable of. But I know the team we've put together is going to work hard to elect not just a sweep on the board of directors, but on all the offices, Board of Education, Constable, Select Person, and I think that's all we're going to nominate this evening. I think we're going to leave one blank as a statement. But anyway, I'm very pleased. I just want to say a couple words about each of the 6 individuals. And I'm going to start with my good friend Pamela Cranford, who is the new addition to this team. Pamela's here this evening with her 2 sons, Kevin and Kayron, who both are products of the Manchester Public School System. Kayron is going to be a junior in the fall, and Kevin recently graduated a couple months ago from Morgan State University. Pam has been a resident of the community for over 20 years. And first got very active, really, on behalf of her son's education. I worked with Pam, I've known her for several years, but I think she may not remember this. The first time I think I met her was when Kayron and my daughter Hannah played soccer when they were about 6 years old together on our rec soccer team. So, Pam is very bright and articulate, and I know she's going to be a wonderful addition to the board of directors. The next we're going to go alphabetically, but it also is from newest, not necessarily when we get to the end, seniority, but Kevin and Dave actually are the senior members now. And Lisa has seniority as well, counting her service on the Board of Education. But the next person is Jason Doucette. Jason came onto the board last fall, and he's been a wonderful addition. He really hit the ground running, very, very sharp. He's taken the lead on several important issues, most recently on an important youth initiative that we're trying to establish a comprehensive youth platform for the town of Manchester. The other major issue he worked on this spring, working with our legislative delegation and frankly some of the legislative leadership, was on something to deal with neighborhood revitalization designation for certain areas of the center of town, the east side and west side in particular. Jason is very diligent, doing his homework, real good addition to the team, and I know he's going to be a good member of the board for many, many years. Deputy Mayor Lisa O'Neill has been she's so solid. Lisa, in many respects, true to her engineering background, she kind of looks at things very methodically. But many times in our caucuses, she is the voice of reason. She also gives the feminine touch to some of our deliberations, which in many cases is desperately needed. But and that's where I think having Pamela on the team is going to further help us too as well, because the 5 male members can be very difficult in this caucus. So at least getting rid of one of us is going to help. But Lisa has just been a great addition to the board. She is very deliberate and, like I said, methodical in the way she approaches issues, but when she has her beliefs, she sticks to them, and she gets us, in many cases, to look at different points of view, which is very, very important. David Sheridan, when I first became mayor, I thought it was important that we kind of have a different type of leadership team, and we went back to a model that existed, I believe in the early 80s, with Stephen Penny at one point, and we went with a majority leader. And Dave has really taken that position and run with it. If there's none of your partners here tonight from your law practice, I don't know how much time he's actually put in for Lenny and Droney, because he's doing so much town business, but You know, he is an amazing individual who really cares deeply about this town. The effort he puts forth in terms of, you know, for lack of a better term, he's a policy wonk. He really digs deep into these issues. He understands them and looks at them kind of inside out and really thinks about the arguments pro and con of each thing. Really is a great addition. John Topping. John is, you know, John lives the campaign. He is a tireless campaigner. He actually never stopped campaigning. Last time, his first time out, he knocked on 4,000 doors? 4,500. John lost, I think, about 25 pounds in the last campaign. I'm tempted to go help him because I need to lose about 25. But, between the walking and the worrying, John loses a lot of weight. But he is out and about in the community every day. He talks to the man on the street. He represents a point of view that needs to be heard from. Sometimes we don't, you know, we get accused of not listening. John Topping is the ultimate listener, and that's an important thing that any politician needs to keep in mind, that you need to be in touch with the community. Finally, Kevin Zingler. I didn't forget, right? Kevin Zingler.
Sorry, I'm used to it.
When your name begins with Z, you always go last. You know, Kevin's been on the board now for 3 full terms. You and David came in together. Kevin has really kind of hit his stride in this past term. He became the board secretary this past year, and he really has taken the initiative on a lot of very important things. The Access Manchester card was really his creation. He has taken the lead for several years in Pride in Manchester Week. Him and his wife Cynthia are at many community events with their lovely children as well, who have done more than their fair share of politicking as well. But Kevin is an extremely talented individual. He is well organized and brings a great is a great asset to the Democratic team. I am so excited that we really have the ability to do something special with this group. And people say, "Are you going to miss it?" And I say, "Yes, I am," but I feel like it's in good hands, and I wholeheartedly endorse this team and look forward to a very successful November election. Thank you.